ready to run. And they're racing. Well, he drew the outside gate, Kaying Rising, and look at him go. He's come out running. From Overpass is right there and pushing through on the inside. Linebacker goes to third. Mr. Brightside just hanging back a bit. Sat on the outside of Jolly Star. Angel Capital's pulling on the outside of Fangirl. Kaying Rising in front. He's staying well off the fence though as Overpass goes through to join him. Length and a half to Linebacker travelling strongly. Further back to Jolly Star, Mr. Brightside, Fangirl. And Angel Capital, who was keen early, is back last of all. So into the straight now. It's Overpass in front from Kaying Rising, just cruising up on the outside. Zach Purton sitting pretty quietly. Pass really pushing out Overpass. Linebacker trailing well on the inside. 3 across the track. Overpass still in front. Kaying Rising. Zach hasn't really let it go. Linebacker's pushing through on the inside and will beat the pair of them. Linebacker narrowly from Overpass and Kaying Rising. Never let go down the straight. A gap to Mr. Brightside. Jolly Star, Fangirl. Angel Capital was very keen in the early part of the trial and was happy to sit back last. So Linebacker having a bit of a nice work out there in the hands of Zach Lloyd. Getting up to just roll Overpass and Kaying Rising with Zach Purton sitting pretty quietly all the way down the running in the time of 58.39. 58.39 over the 1,000 metres.
Sun God close to the inside, and it jumped okay, Sun God. Mayfair goes forward out deeper. They were followed to wide on the track. Through to second is Ridgeback, wide as House of Cards. They were followed to Sun God, who's just restrained back to third and fourth last. From Pleasure Artist, Hooligan Tommy and Super Mirage is at the tail of the field. As Mayfair takes over now, it's in front by a length and a quarter on second Ridgeback, and third is House of Cards. A couple of lengths away to Pleasure Artist from Sun God, Super Mirage and Hooligan Tommy is last on the inside, about 6 lengths off this leader, which is Mayfair as they come up to the home turn. It's about a half in front now. As Ridgeback gets closer, peeling is Pleasure Artist, the inside is House of Cards, then Sun God, Super Mirage. Up to the 400, it's Mayfair the leader. On the outside is Ridgeback to join it. Pleasure Artist about a length behind it, the inside House of Cards. As they come up towards the 250, kicking is Mayfair, found a couple of lengths here. Mayfair inside the last 150 is drawing clear, and Mayfair, ridden by Josh Parr, ridden out, and Mayfair is going to score by the best part of 3.5 lengths. Sun God will get second. From the inside is House of Cards. Pleasure Artist, Hooligan Tommy, Super Mirage. And after being up there early, near the rear is Ridgeback. Ready, and they're off. Saltcoats did begin well, along with Libertad in the centre, and a More Victorious comes over from the outside. So it's a More Victorious from Libertad and Ostraka through to third. Generosity is on the outside of Saltcoats. They were followed next up by Cabalas, who's a little bit deep. It gets in now. Wider is Melody again, and Belle de Tel is on the inside. So they settle into stride, and pressing on is Libertad, sweating up on the outside as well. Grabbed about 3/4 of a length and a More Victorious. Ostraka peels off its back, followed by Generosity. Saltcoats sows ground the inside, and Melody again is around them. Up to the home turn, 400 to run. Libertad is the leader. It's got a clear-cut margin by a couple of lengths on a More Victorious, and Ostraka chimes in now. Melody again, Generosity the centre, and they were followed tucked in behind them by Cabalas, but inside the last 100, Ostraka's gone up to Libertad. It's put the head in front of Ostraka, and it's going to draw clear and come down to win the trial. Ostraka is first, so Ostraka salutes. Getting home late was Cabalas from Libertad, along with Generosity, a More Victorious. Melody again, Belle de Tel and Saltcoats. Ostraka is first. impressive inside that last 50 or so, drawing clear. And ran 6 in the shorts about 3 weeks ago, a bit under, behind Jolly Star, and 3rd in the Concord prior to that. So race fitness on its side has seen Ostraka and Chad Schofield's salute here. Good for the surface. And they're often trialling. Bunker Hut began well with Coast Watch, who presses on. Coast Watch to go to a clear lead now. Oakfield Jupiter is second. 3rd is Bunker Hut. Samarella's wide. Altivo is going forward. 3rd run back from a spell today for Altivo after having 2 years off. They were followed to Grabini's in the middle over racing. Samarella, Rodagilla, Flaming Moon, Unusual Suspect. Not much from first to last here, and first at the moment is Coast Watch. It's now kicks away as they come up to the home turn by 2 lengths. On second, Bunker Hut. 3rd is Altivo, the outside of Oakfield Jupiter. Rodagilla saves ground the inside, and wide is Samarel from Flaming Moon, the middle. But around the home turn, they've got to get Coast Watch. It burnt clear. It's in front by 2. Altivo's through the middle. Samarel's cruising the outside, and also still there Bunker Hut with Oakfield Jupiter. But inside the last 100, it's Coast Watch with that length margin. They're trying, but they're not going to get there, I don't think. Nope. Coast Watch. Coast Watch is first. Oakfield Jupiter split through to get second. Altivo, a good trial, 3rd one back. Then Bunker Hut from Samarel, who wasn't asked for a big effort, was wide in a nice trial. Grabini, Unusual Suspect, Rodagilla, Flaming Moon. Ready? Natural Deduction stands well, jumped okay. Not as good as Lyles on the inside, and Strata Verena presses on from Energetic Legend. Back to the inside into dejection in the red cap. Storm Season goes around them from Natural Deduction, then Rockola, Zocket Man and Golden Loom is at the tail of the field. So these two have kicked clear. That is Lyles and also Strata Verena. They're about 3 lengths on Energetic Legend, and then Interjection, Storm Season, Natural Deduction, Rockola. Second last is Zocket Man, and last is Golden Loom. As they swing up towards the home turn, about 500 to run. Lyles the leader, held together. Strata Verena likewise the outside. He goes towards the middle of the track, about 4 off the fence. Tucked in behind them is Interjection. Energetic Legend peels, and Rockola makes ground the inside. They come up towards the 200. Lyles in front, held together still. Strata Verena. Rockola's back to the inside. It's Lyles in front. Now getting serious. Strata Verena on the inside, but so is Lyles. Lyles 3/4 a half in front and will win the trial. Lyles from Strata Verena. 3rd Interjection. Then Energetic Legend, Rockola, Golden Loom. Zocket Man from Natural Deduction and Storm Season. Off now, and Chaithnia began well the inside, and also going with it out deeper is Girl Guidance, and also splitting them now is L'Oreal Bell. So L'Oreal Bell goes to the lead from Girl Guidance, and Rie Savant is in 3rd position. Chaithnia the inside is 4th. Then Bornord from Chatterley. Call Me Son is towards the tail of the field, along with My Legend, and Hens Party is deep last of all. L'Oreal Bell settles into stride. in front by a half on Girl Guidance, 2.5 to Rie Savant making ground is on the inside Chaithnia. They were followed to Chatterley, who gets some room to move, and Bornord, who's wide. Call Me Son the inside. On the swing now, less than 400 to run, and Girl Guidance has cruised up here, and it's gone to the lead, and it's asked for an effort as it hits the 225. Girl Guidance opens up in front by 2 or 3. Through the middle, Rie Savant. Chatterley is tucked in behind them. L'Oreal Bell the inside, but here's an impressive victory coming up at the trials at Randwick. That belongs to Girl Guidance. Girl Guidance bolts in from Rie Savant. My Legend make ground the inside for third from Chatterley, Chaithnia, Bornord, Call Me Son, Hens Party, and L'Oreal Bell. Will look good for John O'Shea and Tom Charlton. Girl Guidance. And they're off now. And beginning well, the inside is Wiltshire Lass. It's one of the early leaders. Going forward is Kadeski, and also Revolutionary Star presses on. So Revolutionary Star from Kadeski, Wiltshire Lass, solid the middle. Krasenki is out wider. Balmain Warrior, followed by Gracefully. Well back is Soverato, and the tail ender is Chameleon as they go down the side of the track now. And the leader is Revolutionary Star. It's in front by 2.5 on Kadeski. Making ground the inside is Wiltshire Lass. Gets to about 3 lengths off this leader. Solid the middle. Gracefully the inside. And followed by Krisaki. Around the home turn now, and the leader is Revolutionary Star. Has a clear-cut margin as they straighten up. In front by 3, Kadeski the outside, Wiltshire Lass. Solid is through the middle, travelling okay. At the 200 though, Revolutionary Star the leader, about 3 in front. The outside is Kadeski, but it's Revolutionary Star, ridden with a bit of intent in the drive to the wire, and it's pretty impressive. Hippo settles down on the line. Revolutionary Star is first, Kadeski second, Solid third, a good trial. Then Krasenki, followed up by Gracefully, Lady Wilshire, Sororado, Balmain Warrior, and Chameleon. And we're ready to go. Set. And they're off and trialling now. And beginning well on the inside was Big Tiger. Goes straight to the front. Through to second is Rain Capital, and third is John Dory. On the inside we had Snow Slide in fourth position. A couple off to Frankly Sublime, all kirked up Ratify. And the last one is the Yeti. So in front, as they've gone about 300 or 400 metres, is Rain Capital. In front by a couple of lengths on Big Tiger, John Dory. The inside in that dark cap is Snow Slide. A length and 3/4 on the outside is Frankly Sublime. The green cap is Ratify, and all kirked up. Around the home turn, 4.25 to run. It's Rain Capital, the leader. Peeling off its back to go after it is Big Tiger, and down the outside is Frankly Sublime, who chimes in as they hit the 250. Frankly Sublime down the outside from Big Tiger, and up on the inside is Snow Slide. Frankly Sublime and Big Tiger, they're going stride for stride. Big Tiger gets a bit of a kick. Frankly Sublime's the outside. One up, one down. They come to the wire. Big Tiger. Big Tiger beats Frankly Sublime. Snow Slide doing its best work from last is the Yeti, a good run. Then John Dory, Ratify, all kirked up, and sweltering out of it is Rain Capital. Set to go. And they're off and trialling. Beginning well was Patonga in the middle. Will go to the early lead from on the outside Majestic Legend. The inside is Toussaint, followed up by Our Huntress. And Virgil's Gift shows a bit of toe now to go around them and be in third position. They were followed to Toussaint, followed up by Presumptuous Gal, Cathedral Cove, Kumbaya, and Presumptuous Gal now goes back to the tail of the field. Down the side of the track they go, and they come up towards the home turn, and the leader is Patonga, 3/4 on Majestic Legend. They were followed next up to Our Huntress. Cathedral Cove is wide, and Virgil's Gift comes into it. Toussaint back to the inside. They swing for home now. They've got about 300 to run, and Virgil's Gift has loomed up here. Cathedral Cove's down the outside. Patonga still in front from Majestic Legend. It's Patonga getting a bit of a kick now at the 100 metres. Virgil's Gift is on the outside. It's Patonga in front. Virgil's Gift slowly eating into the margin. Patonga, Virgil's Gift, maybe Virgil's Gift. From second, Patonga. Third was Majestic Legend. They were followed up to Our Huntress. Next up, through the line, Kumbaya finished well with Toussaint. On the outside of those, we had Cathedral Cove and Presumptuous Gal. Field of 8. 10 of 13. Ready? And it's a very good line away for a trial. Motascarfo began well. It was a darkie out deeper. And there's Spirit of Wealth underneath them. And Gold Dane goes quickly out wider. So Gold Dane right off the track with Spirit of Wealth, Zadaki, Nymphodoria Show Business, Motascarfo, Kirkup straight sets. Around the home turn, bit over 400 to run. Gold Dane grabbed the lead in front by a length and a half. Zadaki is on its outside. Underneath it now is Spirit of Wealth, and they were followed to Nymphodoria the centre. Motascarfo's down the outside, 200 to run. Gold Dane in front for King from Spirit of Wealth, who's under a real tight grip. And in the meantime, Gold Dane sprints the last 75 to win and win well. Gold Dane is first, Spirit of Wealth is second, third is Nymphodoria Zadaki, Motascarfo. Straight sets finished off through the line. Show Business, Kirkup. Light is on for the early 2-year-olds. Set. And they're often trialling, missing at Morosini by about 2 or 3. Apostle begins well underneath them, and going forward out wider is Rapid Progress. So it's right off the track as making ground. Apostle to go to the lead now. Then followed up by Pearl of Dubai, Hell Diva, Rocks or Diamonds. Up to the home turn and saving ground on the fence. And now going into an extra gear is Apostle as it hits the 300. Pearl of Dubai is on its back. Then Rapid Progress and held together down the outside is Hell Diva. They hit the 200. It's Apostle in front by length and 3/4. Rapid Progress and Hell Diva. In front is Apostle. Rapid Progress has a dive. It's a good dive. Rapid Progress beats Hell Diva, who was a nice trial. The inside Apostle from Pearl of Dubai, Rocks or Diamonds and Morosini. Mrs. Flanders stands well. It jumped okay, Mrs. Flanders, but Swordplay came out fast. Chisholm is up out deeper from Fornelli, then Gapwick the inside from Coruscant, then Lambertini, followed up by Lightness and Photoshop is the tail ender. By virtue of the inside, Mrs. Flanders goes to the lead. Through the middle with the purple cap for Rachel King is Swordplay. Coruscant gets a split. Gapwick the outside, down the outside now, Fornelli together with Chisholm. A good trial here. Through the middle, Swordplay went to Mrs. Flanders. Down the outside is Chisholm, and in between them is Plaintiff, who's finishing off late. Swordplay's gone to the front inside the last 100 metres though, and Swordplay, no surprise to see it win a trial again. Swordplay first, Plaintiff second, Fornelli third. Chisholm went well in fourth, then Lambertini from Lightness, Photoshop, Chiswick, that being Gatwick, followed up by Coruscant and Mrs. Flanders. King Cosmic stands well with Supermassive, and they're often trialling now. And Purple Rose began well in the centre with Macbee, and Supermassive is out deeper. They'll follow to Nielsen Park. The inside is Kadov from Carafe and Rewrite. And the last one is King Cosmic. As they come up to the home turn, Macbee makes ground the inside. The middle is Purple Rose. 3 wide is Supermassive. Back in the middle, Nielsen Park, tucked away Kadov, and the widest runner, Rewrite, 300 to run. And through the middle, Purple Rose joins Macbee. Tucked in behind them, about to go underneath them now is Kadov. Looking for a split is Nielsen Park. It's a good go. Macbee the leader from Purple Rose. Macbee in front, Purple Rose the outside. Nielsen Park late, Macbee in front, Purple Rose. 1 up, 1 down, Purple Rose. From Macbee and Nielsen Park and Supermassive Rewrite. Then Kadov, followed up by Carafe, and the last one to greet the judge. And the last trial this morning is King Cosmic.